Hi, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Jonas.
And this video is about preparing for a presentation.
One of the most important elements of any presentation is its content. What is it you're actually going to be telling your audience? What is it you're going to be saying? Think about the objective of the presentation you're doing and make sure you work clearly towards that goal. Most audiences, they only walk away from a presentation remembering just one thing. So you can make sure that your presentation focuses on that one thing so that there is a clear takeaway.
It can feel like a lot of work to write a presentation, so we can start by doing something called a brain dump. Take a blank piece of paper, or if you prefer working with your computer, a blank Word document, and set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes to do free writing. This means writing down anything that comes into your mind when you're thinking about your topic. Once you've gone through that process, you'll notice that all these jumbled thoughts will actually start to have a clear sense of narrative. You're going to take those thoughts and build them into bullet points, and that will be the basis of your presentation.
Hopefully at this stage, you should have a lot of your thoughts written down, perhaps all over the place, or maybe you've already put them into bullet points. Why not try ordering that information in a way that makes sense to you? Is there a narrative you're trying to follow? Is there a logical starting place maybe? Put the bullet points, put your information in an order that makes sense to you, and then start fleshing them out with evidence or research that you've done. Not too much, maybe just 3 sources or 3 little things you know about that bullet point. Once you've really fleshed that out, you'll find that you're actually able to talk about each of those subjects a little bit more naturally.
We like to do something called mental breadcrumbing. That means going through your presentation and noting the areas where you're going to flow from one piece of information to the next. I like to go back through my presentation and have 2 pieces of paper. The first is all the information that I'm trying to deliver, and the second piece of paper is just all of the keywords that I know will get me from one point to the next. If you're a little bit uncomfortable with doing this by keywords, you could even do the last sentence of a paragraph flowing into the first sentence of the next point. That allows you to remember those key sentences, so as you're flowing through the presentation, you know that you have those transition sentences in mind. When you've done a lot of research for a presentation, it can be tempting to want to shoehorn all of that information in. But it's important to remember that you're building towards a singular objective or argument. It can be pretty helpful when you're working on something to have that singular argument written on a post-it that you can keep near your desk to always remind yourself of the argument that you're building towards. Remember also to keep your audience in mind. For example, if you were doing a presentation about the solar system, it would be very different if you were doing it for a group of school children than for a group of university professors. It can be helpful to go back through your presentation and see areas where you might be over or under explaining specific pieces of information.
Now you will have heard this one before, but it's really important that you practice. Not just once or twice. Practice as many times as it takes to make sure that you're really hitting home the points you're trying to make. Is there a certain objective that you're trying to get across? If you try practicing with a friend, a family member, or maybe even record yourself and watch it back, you'll catch whether or not your presentation is working. If you feel like you're not quite hitting that objective, you have a chance to go back and revise certain bits of your presentation. You could change a slide, you could rewrite a note. All of these little changes you make to your presentation will really come through in that final product, and you'll have something that you're really happy with and feel that you can deliver with a lot of confidence.
On the day of your presentation, just remember that all of your hard work will pay off. Trust yourself. You got this.